What's up, YouTube? Welcome back, JDS Outdoors. John here. In today's episode, we're working on the Dream Jet trailer again. The goal for today is to get all of the gusset brackets made for all the corners and welded on the bottom. And then we're also going to get this bracket over here made. This is the axle bracket, and this is steel, which we're not going to use steel. I got this sheet of 1/4-inch aluminum tied up into the CNC, so we're going to remake this piece out of aluminum so we can go ahead and weld it to our frame here, and that way our axle can bolt right on. So we got to get that made up, and once we do that, we can attach the axle, flip this over, and we're also going to do gussets on the other side. That is today's plan. Now, once we get the trailer all welded together, I am going to do a separate video on wiring this, because this is a little different than my other trailer wiring video I have, because this one includes brakes. 7-pin harness instead of the 4. So that is going to be a video in itself. Today, we're just getting the trailer pretty much ready to tow, minus wiring. Now, once we get this whole trailer wired up and pretty much ready to tow down the road, we're not going to tow it. We're just going to take it outside and set it there until the jet boat is done. We're not going to install the bunks yet. We're going to wait to do the bunks until the boat isn't necessarily done, but until it's closer to being done. That way we can custom fit the bunks on this trailer to the boat once we get it in here. So that is the plan. Yeah, let's go ahead and hop on Fusion, get these parts drawn up so we can transfer them over to the CNC, cut them out, weld them on, so we can start making this thing look like a trailer. Here we go. All right, we got everything drawn up, transferred over to the cut computer. Plasma is ready to go. Let's go ahead and cut it out. Well, you always got to watch your CNC. My tip over there got a little gummed up and it didn't cut all the way through some of them. So we got a little more cleanup to do than I would normally like, but whatever, it happens. So here's my thoughts. Gusset plate there, top and bottom, corners, and far corner here. That should help strengthen this up pretty good. Then here is the axle bracket. Just got to get cleaned up a little bit and bent. And I think we will be in business. So that is the next step. Get this stuff cleaned up, tuned a little bit, and we will install it. So then we can go ahead and put the axle on. Here we go. All right, so got all the gussets cleaned up and a little bit of excess weld sticking up. Ground smooth so they sit flat. I got the axle brackets bent up. As you've seen in the last little clip there, I love that brake. That thing's been a lifesaver. Yeah, couldn't do half these projects without it. So, axle brackets bent up. And I also got the axle location marked out right there and in the same corresponding spot right there. And I used a very scientific method of putting the tape measure down on the frame and saying, yep, right there, that's where I want it. So that's the method I used. I don't know, we'll see if it works. Typically you want on a boat trailer, you want the axle set further back because all the engine weight is in the back. So essentially the vast majority of the weight is going to be from the, 1/3 part back. And that big honking V8 is going to be sitting on this trailer. So worst case scenario, we just have to cut the axle off and move it forward or backwards, but I think that'll work right there. So let's go ahead and grab the axle, put the brackets on it, and let's get this thing tacked in place so then we can flip it over, of course, after getting all of the gussets welded on the bottom side first. So here we go. Well, it appears that my measurements worked out perfect. It's nice and flush on both sides. So let's go ahead and weld this puppy on, I guess. Well, axle brackets are welded on. Time to flip it over and make this thing look like a trailer, I guess. So as some of you know, I like to dabble in a little bit of portable power devices, I guess you could call them. I use them quite a bit on my channel for different things. So I want to show you one thing I just picked up real quick, and we're going to go test it out on a couple things and see how it does. So I picked up this AutoGen 4000 peak amp portable jump pack. Now, what sold me on this is I drive a diesel truck, and it says it'll start a diesel truck if it's ever in need of a jump. I also have the skid loader, which currently it's really cold outside, and that thing's having a hard time starting. So let's see if this will start it. Another thing I'd seen that it had was 12 volt cigarette socket, 12 volt outlet. So I want to test this. I got the rims for the trailer. I'm getting ready to put those on the axle, and this is why I decided to bring this up now. But I let all the air out of this one here. So this one is completely flat, and I want to pump it up using that as power for my DeWalt tire inflator here. So let's see what this thing's got right out of the box. See if it's got enough power to fill up that tire, and then we're gonna go start the skid loader and see how it does. First of all, I want to see what comes with inside the box. It's brand new, never been opened. So let's check it out and see what's all inside. So it comes with a really nice carry case, which is going to be sweet to leave in the back of the seat of my truck in case it's ever needed. Comes with a nice set of clamps. Seem to have pretty good spring to them, so they should hold on to the battery terminals pretty good. Fits inside this nice pouch. Comes with a micro USB charger. And the unit itself, which looks to be almost fully charged right out of the box. So let's test this thing out quick and see how well it performs. So normally you can put like a DeWalt 20 volt battery inside here, and it'll run off of that, but I want to put this thing through its paces real quick just to give it a little bit of a review. I'll leave a link in the description for that too if you're interested. But this is my DeWalt portable tire inflator. So you can see there's 0 PSI on the tire. Let's go ahead and set it up to 35 PSI. So that did pretty good. It only brought it down 1 bar on the battery. So that might be a good option to have laying around in the back seat in case you ever get a flat tire. I know a lot of people carry, not necessarily this one, but similar setups in their vehicles. So let's go see if that still has enough power to jump start a 4-cylinder diesel engine. Alright, skid loaders aren't the easiest thing to jump start, but there's plenty of room to get this in there, hooked up. It says correct. Let's go see if we can't get this thing to run. Glow plugs had to count down from 20 seconds. It's a chilly day. Alright. Well, the battery code isn't flashing anymore, so that's a good start. See if it works. Look at that. This is definitely going to be a handy little unit to have around. I'll leave a link in the description for it. Right out of the box, had enough power to fill up a tire from completely 0 PSI all up to 35 with the use of my air pump. And it jump started my skid loader, which is in pretty desperate need of a new battery. So now I can use this to start it if I need to start it until I quit being cheap and go buy a new battery. So pretty happy with that. Let's get back to putting the rims and tires on the axles. We put the axle on the trailer. Heck yes. Finally starting to look like a trailer. We still got to put the gusset plates and stuff up top there. Not a big deal. Them rims, man. That's going to look sharp. Get a nice set of fenders on it. That is going to be one sharp trailer. That is sweet. All right, so got to do a good stopping point, I think. I'm going to go ahead and put gusset plates on, get it ready to be wired up for the next video. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with fenders yet. I might wait for fenders until I get more of the boat done, because this trailer just got to be like 80% ready to hold a boat. That's all I'm looking for at the moment, because we got to figure out where the front rest needs to be with the winch and exactly where the bunk's got to go. So, custom boat trailer for a custom boat. I don't want to guess on that part yet, but I wanted to get it close so it doesn't take much work to get it to that point. So I know for sure we are going to need to do a crossbar that goes somewhere right there and across there, so we can have the bunk brackets come off of and support the boat. So I know that's going to have to get added, but I want it close. You get the picture. You get the picture. So I haven't done a 7-pin wire job on a trailer video yet. So that is going to be the next one. As always, thank you for watching JDS Outdoors. It's much appreciated, all the love and support. We got some exciting stuff coming up with the Dream Jet build. And only one more video for now on the boat trailer. After that, it's all that stack of metal right there. Turning that into a boat. And also still finding an engine. I got a lead on a pump, so I'm going to get that coming here soon. Because I would like to have, the pump before I get too far involved in the actual hull build itself. So just to make sure everything fits and works and whatnot. But yeah, enough rambling. Thanks for watching JDS Outdoors. I will see you in the next one. Peace.